Netherlands, of course, has as capital Amsterdam. Most people know that. But we also have a big rural community. We are the second largest exporter of agriculture in the world after the US. What you can see also, because the Netherlands is very green, and if you go out of Amsterdam a little bit, then you already see that it's very rural. We have a lot of farmers still, and a lot of technology on food, produce a lot of food also. And Holland is really a hub because it's in the middle of Europe and it's very logistically, the logistics are very well organized. So if you want to send a bunch of tulips to New York, you can have it sent to New York in 24 hours from the Netherlands, fresh tulips. So, and that's, I think, one of our strongest points. We're very good in logistics, and we are transporting around the world every day. Very open economy and open people. We speak our languages. That's what we need to do, of course. Nobody speaks Dutch. And that's also how we became one of the biggest exporters in the world. We're very impressed with the Qatar Vision 2030, the national vision, which of course highlights that Qatar doesn't want to depend on gas in the future, but it wants to diversify the economy, which means building tourism, building trade, building financial services, but also knowledge base, so a lot in education and research. I think we have quite an intense relationship because the Netherlands is the second biggest investor in Qatar, actually. Not a lot of people know that. And a lot of Dutch companies are also opening in Qatar. We have a very interesting project, Qatar University and Erasmus from Rotterdam University Medical Center. They together actually identified the virus, the MERS virus, which is the virus in this region which is affecting a lot of camels, especially in Saudi Arabia and Qatar as well. So a team of scientists from both universities, Rotterdam and Qatar University, they identified that virus, which is very important because if you don't know what the virus is about, you cannot develop a vaccine.
Welcome at Maersk Oil Qatar. This is the place where I work. We operate for Qatar Petroleum. And here in front of you, you see our field, which is called the Al Shaheen field. It's, I think, 80 miles northeast of Qatar. It's a complete offshore field. So whenever we have to travel there, we go by helicopter. I work here since 5 years, and my role is that basically everything you see here, all people get their engineering information management. So I'm responsible for various systems that control all the technical information in this business. I work with 10 staff, of which half are Qatari. There's a large expat community in Qatar, and I'm one of the few. So relatively, it's a small part that I play in the bigger scheme. But I think the motivation I get here is that you see that the country around you is developing really hard and is doing their utmost best to take steps and look in the future. And of course, the aim year 2030 vision comes back into that. And you see that the whole country is working towards that goal. And if I can play a role in that by helping Qatar in its daily revenue, then I'm happy to do so. So yes, it might be an insignificant role, but all these roles together will help Qatar move on.
So, because it's our day off, we could go to the zoo.
or not the zoo, it's actually a reserve.
Yeah, that's fun. Where is it?
I don't know exactly where it is yet, so maybe we should Google that.
Yeah, it's fun. Good idea.
But so that it was founded by Mr. Doussery, and he's reserving animals there. So there's some, I think I saw an oryx, and they have camels, and it's very nice because it has a park, and we can sit there as well.
Yeah, great. We'll take the camera.
All right, sounds good.
To see some animals.
Yeah. This Tigo calls it Papa, and he got it on National Day. Is the nursery at the nursery that day they asked everybody to dress in their national dress, but I forgot, so I brought Tigo to the nursery, and then I saw all the Qatari kids. They were all dressed in their thobes, and the girls in very colorful dresses, and with the gold here, and all the other kids were also wearing the national dress. So I just drove back and I got his orange t-shirt because that's the orange team, of course, the Dutch football team. But he liked it a lot, so we got this button, and he calls it Papa. In de maneschijn, klom ik op het trapje van het raamkozijn. En je raadt het niet, Zo doet de vogel en zo doet de vis. Zo doet de duizendpoot schoenenpoetser is. En dat is 1, en dat is 2... En dat is dikke tante Kay. En het is rechts. En dat is krom. En zo draaien wij het wieltje nog eens om. Pom, pom.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Albert.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Manon.
Welcome to Al-Dosri Game Reserve.
It's great.
Thank
I
you,
like
thank you.
it. Yeah.
This is the first time you are coming here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we've never been here before.
As you can see, today we received about 4,000 visitors.
Yeah.
And everybody enjoying, and sometimes, you know, as you told, different party here from embassies, different culture. Also, it's a wedding party also here. You know, everybody is enjoying and making barbecue, camping area available also here. And we have the game reserve, we have the zoo, we have the exhibitions area, and everybody is enjoying. You can see everybody scattered everywhere.
Yeah. How did you come up with the idea?
Actually, it is my hobby, you know, since my childhood. My hobby is flying, and plus this to have some different animals from different countries. I traveled about 22 countries so far.
This one is 200 years old.
300 years ago.
It's original.
Yeah.
300 years old.
Yeah, very old.
That's...
Okay, now we do some action for you. This is how to give coffee. You can hold here,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And you can,
Am I correct?
normally, no, you catch it on the left side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and give, this is the coffee. This is used for coffee.
Yeah.
Come in front, she give you, like this.
Correct? Yes.
Shukran.
Ah, it's nice. This is really nice.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy the Arabic coffee.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
As you know, this is the Majlis. This is the main sitting room for the official people coming here. And I'm very happy to see you here in Al-Dousri Park.
Thank you very much. It's been very, very interesting, and I also feel very privileged to sit here. I think it's the second time, I think, I've been in a traditional place like this. First time was during, I think it was my second year when I was in Qatar. I was invited to my colleague's house for suhoor.
Oh, very good.
And it was in their family home. It's from one of the Al-Ghaters.
Yes.
And they made a lot of traditional dishes, and
That's right.
I was drinking coffee, and I thought it was so special, and I felt so much at home.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you very much as well for this.
What's very nice for today was to come in an area where we did not expect it to be like this. It's a bit the same as what you see everywhere in Qatar. It's multinational. You see people from all over the world all coming together, enjoying a free day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, eating, dancing, partying, what else do you want? And I think that's almost what Qatar is. It's a welcoming country, and I think this is definitely something to come back, especially for the little one, and look at the animals.
Next time I will bring my family, my mother and my father, and it's something new to discover. I think raising a kid in Qatar is just very special, because you know, he gets to meet so many different kinds of people from different backgrounds, nationalities, cultures. He learns 3 different languages now, you know. I mean, once he came home, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, where he said, he said something. He was holding a stick, and I was trying to take it away, and he was like, Anna, Anna. And I thought, who is this Anna he's talking about? And he meant me, the Arabic me.
One thing that I never forget is that when we were back in Holland, everybody told me that Arab people are very friendly and they will do whatever they can. And somebody told me a story about if something is wrong and you got lost, you can always ask a Qatari local to help you. And it actually happened once that our car broke down. I think we had a flat battery, and we were in the middle of nowhere. We couldn't get home. We had visitors with us, so I thought let's try it and see if it's real. So I walked up to a complete strange person for me, Qatari in a big wet Land Cruiser, and I asked him if he could help me, and he drove me all the way back to my house without any questions asked, although he did not speak English and I did not speak Arabic. For some reason, we had fun in the car. And he took me home so I could pick up a friend's car, and we were able to go back and pick up my facility. So I'll never forget that, and that was a real good experience.
I'm preparing dinner because we're going to have some nice guests tonight. We've invited a colleague of Allard's and the Dutch ambassador is coming, so we're very, very excited. So what I've done is we have prepared some traditional Dutch food. So I'm stirring into a bowl of peas soup. We call it snert. It's made of split peas and lots of vegetables, lots of very healthy winter vegetables. And this pan has kale and mashed potatoes. Well, actually, I was very lucky since the beginning that I came to Qatar, that I was able to find a job. Within 3 months, I was hired by Qatar Foundation, which I thought was very special. And after 2 years, I moved on to within Qatar Foundation to work for one of the universities under Qatar Foundation, which is a business school. At the same time, I'm studying. I'm doing a doctorate of business administration. Living here and working here has given me the opportunity to pursue this doctorate. So in the last couple of years, I have been interacting a lot with people from Qatar, but also from the Middle East and India, with different cultures that I didn't really encounter before when I was still living and working in Holland. I mean, not as closely anyway. And especially lately, I've become really impressed by the Qatari ladies. They're very ambitious. They know exactly what they want. A lot of them have entrepreneurial spirit. Some of them want to become the next minister. And I think this is all because they have a great example. All of them say it in one way or the other. And I think it's an exciting time. And I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, they're not as nice as the bunch we received from you, but...
they're very much spring-like, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Also symbolic, let's say, for Holland.
Yeah,
the tulips.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
True.
The sightseeing too, I think you were traveling from,
Yeah,
was it Copenhagen to
I
Spain?
drove from Copenhagen all the way to Belgium, actually. So I stopped in Den Helder in the north, and I stopped in a couple of smaller cities in Holland. So I've seen it.
I wrote down a
And Den
sightseeing
Helder as
tour.
well. That's where a naval base is, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a drive on the dam over there,
Right.
the dike.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the traffic jams, trust me, in the Netherlands are really bigger than here.
Than here, huh?
In the morning only.
Yeah, on rush hours.
Otherwise it's fine.
Because you cannot overtake on the right side in Holland.
Yeah, we have strict rules. Yeah.
On the bright side here in Doha, I mean, I hosted a French friend last week, and he gave me a hint that I didn't really look at before. He said, in a couple of years, you will have a brand new country. He comes from Nantes, a very smaller city in France, and he was saying, my city is a bit old, and you will have a brand new country. I see you lucky, he said.
Yeah.
And only when a foreign eye gave me that, I really felt what he said.
Yeah.
That in a couple of years' time, all of this construction will be waved off, and the streets will be functional as they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
And the good thing about the developments in Qatar, I think, is that you can pick the experience and all the best practices from the whole world. You can learn from all our mistakes.
Exactly.
And you have the resources to actually invest in the right, technology or what have you.
Correct.
So But yeah, I think you're really blessed in that sense that you can actually leapfrog. You really can go fast in your development, but also do the best, take the best solution.
Best practice,
And I think your leadership's very wise to look at all the different options, patiently, and saying, okay, we look at Singapore, we look at the Netherlands, we look at France, we look at the US, and we just take what's best for us. Absolutely. And we adapt it.
Yeah.
There's not one solution only for all your traffic problems or environment problems.
So we start with the starter.
Yep.
Can we do that? Yeah.
Malik, in talking about all the different people and the change here, how did you, as a Qatari who was born here, obviously, how did you experience all the change in such a short period of time? And with that, all the different people and cultures and things that you didn't know up front?
That's an interesting one. If this was a personal question for me, how do I feel about it? I feel blessed. But then on the same time, it is not the matter of business to business. It is a step more than that. Today I'm hosted in a Dutch house, and I wouldn't have this experience if this exchange happened. So business to business is something, but then human relations is another thing. It brings a lot to schools. It brings a lot. My kid in school gets in touch with other kids from different nationalities. So I think it's enriching. That's if there's a correct word for it, it's enriching.
يطلق على الإكوادور اسم بلد الأربعة عوالم. إلى أهلنا رجعنا إلى البلد يلي استقبلنا بقلب مفتوح، ويلي فعلا من أول ما جينا حسينا إنه نحن ببلدنا التاني. قطر بلد جميل،